Welcome back, medical pioneers, to the second chapter in our 1,000-lecture odyssey. If magnesium is the body's natural vasodilator, then its indispensable partner, potassium, is the master electrician and osmotic guardian. Today, we shift focus from the muscular walls of arteries to the very electrochemical gradient that fuels every heartbeat and regulates the pressure within. This is the story of the cation that stands as sodium's mighty counterbalance. Potassium, K+, is the primary intracellular cation. This simple fact is the cornerstone of its power. A steep concentration gradient, high inside cells, low in the bloodstream, is maintained by the sodium-potassium pump, Na plus K plus 8E pace. This gradient is non-negotiable. It is essential for resting membrane. Potential, the electrical charge difference across cell membranes, fundamental for excitability. Action potentials, the rapid depolarizations that drive cardiac muscle contraction and neuronal signaling. Cellular osmosis, alongside sodium, it is a key determinant of fluid balance across cell membranes. The fight against hypertension is often oversimplified as reduce sodium. While important, the sodium to potassium ratio is arguably more critical. Here's how potassium defends. Direct vasodilation. Increased extracellular potassium stimulates the sodium-potassium pump in vascular smooth muscle cells and endothelial cells. This leads to hyperpolarization, making the cell more negatively charged, which closes voltage-gated calcium channels. The result? Reduced calcium influx, smooth muscle relaxation, and vasodilation. Natriuresis and diuresis. Potassium promotes the excretion of sodium and water by the kidneys. It acts as a natural, gentle diuretic, reducing blood volume and, consequently, pressure. Modulation of RAAS. Adequate potassium can suppress the overactivity of the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, a key hormonal driver of vasoconstriction and sodium retention. Endothelial protection. It supports endothelial function, increasing nitric oxide production and reducing oxidative stress and vascular inflammation. The stark evidence. Epidemiological data, including the landmark INTERSALT study, consistently show that high dietary potassium intake is associated with lower blood pressure and reduced stroke risk, independent of sodium intake. Beyond blood vessels, potassium is the guardian of the heart's rhythm. The delicate balance of potassium across cardiac cell membranes is critical for every phase of the cardiac action potential. Hypokalemia, low K+, leads to membrane hyperpolarization followed by increased excitability. This can precipitate lethal ventricular arrhythmias like torsades de pointes, especially in individuals with heart disease or on certain medications, e.g., diuretics, digoxin. Hyperkalemia, high K+, depolarizes the cell membrane, making it less excitable. This can cause bradycardia, heart block, and eventually asystole, cardiac standstill. The narrow therapeutic window for serum potassium, typically 3.5 to 5.0 mmol/L, underscores its life or death importance. The ancestral human diet was rich in potassium, from fruits, vegetables, tubers, and low in sodium. The modern processed food diet has catastrophically inverted this ratio. Correcting this is a frontline public health strategy. Top dietary sources of potassium: leafy greens, spinach, Swiss chard, root vegetables, potatoes with skin, sweet potatoes, beets, beans and lentils, white beans, kidney beans, soybeans, fruits, avocados, bananas, apricots, oranges. Other: coconut water, yogurt, salmon. Clinical caution: supplementation requires extreme care and medical supervision. Unlike magnesium, potassium in pill form can cause dangerous GI ulceration and rapid spikes in serum levels. Repletion is best achieved through diet or, in severe deficiency, controlled medical formulations, e.g., liquid slow release. Patients with kidney disease are at particular risk for hyperkalemia and must be meticulously managed. In Lecture 3, we shift from minerals to the endothelium, the astonishing one-cell thick lining that covers 7,000 square meters of your vascular system. This hidden organ is a biochemical command center that senses shear stress, interprets hormonal signals, and releases life-preserving molecules like nitric oxide, the master vasodilator. You'll discover how the endothelium decides when to tighten or relax your vessels, how it prevents clotting, or triggers it, and why its dysfunction is the silent root of hypertension, diabetes, atherosclerosis, and stroke. If potassium is the heart's electrician, the endothelium is the chief engineer of the entire cardiovascular network. Follow to continue this transformative journey into the real mechanisms of human health.